rugby commentator, Integrity Unit podcast host, and down here for Canterbury Sports Hub. An absolute pleasure to be back at Middleton Park here on a slightly cold night with a man, Sam Chamberlain, the great man. Great to have you on, Chamber. Great you can join us tonight.
No, thanks very much, Donnie. It's great to have you down here and welcome you back to Marist, Albion. Obviously a proud manager and Golden Oldies legend down here, and great to be at the home of Albion at Middleton Park.
Yes, we should give Albion. Do we call them Albion Marist tonight? Because this, of course, is the home of the Albion Rugby Club. And to give you a bit of an idea about Chambo, those of you who don't know Sam, he's the Marist Albion Premier Division 1 coach. And Chambo, I don't know where to start, mate. That final last year, let's start with that. It was absolutely scintillating. Both teams were incredible. It was a pleasure from my side to commentate. What was that like to coach that team last year and to go through that final there at Addington?
Yeah, it was definitely made more special by your beautiful words bringing us home. But no, look, it was what an occasion for club rugby, playing at Orange Theory Stadium. Two awesome teams, and I think obviously Linwood Marist has gone the distance the last 4 or 5 times I've played them. So. What a game of rugby to be a part of, and to score at the finish there, special memories, a great day, and the game itself was incredible. I think from my memory we started well, but I'd say Linwood probably had the better of us for most of that game, and we were sort of able to rally deep, and we were really happy to finish our season that way. But very special memory. Yeah.
In such a great crowd, atmos, it was brilliant for club rugby on the whole, a spectacle like that. Tell us a little bit about your role with Marist Albion in terms of coaching. For those who don't know, just let us know how long you've been involved and how you've found it so far.
Yep. This is my 3rd year here at Marist Albion. Ross Kennedy brought me along as an assistant coach 2 years ago. So I've been looking after the defence here, and then you're obviously lucky enough to sort of move to head coach this year. But been working with Benny Blair and Ross Kennedy, 2 absolute legends of the club, and rugby itself. So very lucky to be with them. So that's sort of how I found my way here.
And learning from tacticians like Blair and Kennedy, you must have picked a lot up, and obviously yourself becoming a really great coach over the last few years. We've seen yourself develop, but what's it been like? Have you learnt your specifics off the two of them in differing ways? Yeah,
absolutely. Like Ross in particular, he's been like a really good mentor for me. I've been coaching 3 years before that at Christ College with him. So built the relationship there, and then obviously to rub shoulders with Benny Blair the last couple of years, and into my 3rd, 2 great rugby minds, and probably the most overqualified assistant coaches going around in club rugby. But really special to have them. They've been huge for this club's success over the last sort of 5-6 years, and I've learnt a lot, and very lucky.
And let's talk about the team. Marist Albion has been a dominant force. I'm going to say it, they've been a massively dominant force over the last 5 or 6 years. Countless finals, countless wins in those finals. They've lost a few, they've won a few. They have been nothing short of outstanding. You've had some brilliant experience. What's it been like? We'll talk about the new guys coming through this year, but what's it been like to have some club greats like Elliot Smiths, Filippo Viamatahus, those guys going around playing for your team?
Yeah, they're what make it really special, and I think they've been, the senior leaders that we've got even coming back this year. So your Joe Taylors, your Filippos, your Elliot Smiths, your Stevie Phillipses from last year, who was huge in that final. Guys that have been there, and you can have talent and stuff, but that experience I think has held this club in great stead, and we really pride ourselves on the fact that guys come to Marist Albion, they want to play for Marist Albion. We identify it as club rugby, so we try to make it a good experience. But Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays should be the best time of their week. We're aware they all have jobs, they're in the hivers or whatever they're doing, and they come down here. So we just want to keep it really simple and make sure it's a good time for them. But those sort of senior figures set again, make our job as coaches easy. They set the example for the young boys. What role models to follow, and as I said, they've been there, done that in big games, so incredibly valuable to the club's success.
Tell us, this year, a lot of new players from previous years. Yes, there's some experience that has come back, but plenty of youth raw exuberance coming through, forward pack in particular. Incredibly dangerous, deadly backline. Do you want to just tell us about a few of the named players that have come in and the impact they're making in this side?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think we've definitely got a bit of a fresh squad this year in terms of new faces, which has been exciting. It's probably stunted the, I guess, championship hangover you like. You got a lot of guys here who want to taste that success and want to do the best they can for the club. So in that forward pack, I mean, we've got the likes of Frankie Mates, who was there last year, George Gunn, both really good young school kids who have come through into their second year now at the club. And obviously probably one is Marshall Blakely, number 8, who's come to us this year. He's really exciting. So he's in the Crusaders Academy system, but yeah, explosive number 8. And Lockie Gunson's probably another one as well. He's come down from Hawke's Bay, so he's a front rower. They're hard to come by in club rugby at the moment. So he's been huge for us, which is great. Yeah, just to name a few there. And then in the back line, we've got young Flynn McKendry, who's a young guy who's come through our Colts program from St Thomas's, so he's been exposed this year at 10, which is really exciting. And we've got some really good exciting backs outside him, so the likes of Cam Rawlings, who's been here for a few years now, Maritino, of course, on the wing, and Alex Schupak as well is another young guy coming through. So just to name a few.
Great to see. Yeah, no, it's great. It's great to actually get an idea of these guys, name players for the community out there wanting to know more about Christchurch rugby on the whole. And look, you guys have obviously recruited really well. Let's talk a little bit now about the games. You had a very strong win against Sydenham at home. How did you find that game, first and foremost, and how much are you looking forward to this absolute, it's going to be a humding is probably the word to use, against Belfast. Belfast, a much improved side, local rivalry that goes back a long way. How did you find the Sydenham game, and then how are you looking forward to the Belfast game?
Yeah, look, the Sydenham game for us, we were really pleased, I guess probably defensively. They've been a strong rival of ours for the last few years, and it was a tough game at home, but I thought defensively, obviously, to keep them to 7 points was huge for us. 33-7, we were really happy with that result. But I guess touching on results in general, we had a really tough start to the year. We played a couple of the big dog teams, obviously our rival Linwood and UC learnt a lot as a group from that. So the last few weeks, it's been nice to sort of see that cohesion building in the team. We're just trying to get better and better each week and prepare these boys to get to where we want to get to at the end of the season. And the Sydenham game, I think, was a bit of a result of that. Just seeing that cohesion on the field, being a bit more clinical than we have been in weeks, was pleasing, along with that defensive performance.
And how are you viewing this game coming up Saturday? You'll be making the trip out to Sheldon, I believe.
Yeah, no, look, that's going to be an absolute huge game out there at the Snake Pit out there. So, we're under no illusions what holds out there. It'll be a massively physical game, so we're just really excited for the challenge out there. They're absolutely humming as a team this year. They've put some big scores on, so again, the boys have had a good week prepping, and looking forward to the challenge out there, but always tough team to play away.
And just to finish things off, it's great to get a little bit of an idea about your role coaching. What fizzes you most? What revs your engine most about this group in 2026 and the possibilities there?
As I said, I think it's just being a part of this club's been so special for the last 3 years. It's a family club. It's a place that people come and they want to stay. And I think in terms of club rugby, we understand those club rugby values really well. As I said, we want guys that are going on to play higher honours and whatnot, this to be some of the most enjoyable rugby that they play. We want them to have lifelong relationships, lifelong memories, and feel like they're getting challenged at the same time. And I think this group's a mix of, as I said, very youthful, but there's a lot of talent here, and as coaches, like, to mix that with the experience that we've got in the group, really excited to just see us build each week and get better and better. But hopefully it's been bloody enjoyable so far. We're seeing the growth as a team and just taking it one step at a time. So always just exciting to see where you can get to at the end of the season.
100%. And on a slightly lighter note, what are you enjoying most socially about it?
I think you know better than anyone, Donnie. Marist Albion, we've got a good social side, so there's nothing like going in there with Ross Kennedy and cracking open a Guinness after a game. That's probably our drop of choice there. But no, like as I said, we love the club rugby side of things, and we know it's club rugby, so the boys definitely, they work hard and play hard on a Saturday, and when it's time to enjoy themselves, enjoy them like any good club should. So.
Marist Albion coach Sam Chamberlain, outstanding job, Chambo. Great to see you. Thanks,
Brilliant. Good man, Donnie. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate.